I'm Phil.
Hi, I'm Gracie.
So today we are going to give you 5 tips on how to run your first 5k. So Gracie, what is our first tip?
First tip is get good shoes.
So what's a good shoe? I mean, can you go to Big W and get a $50 shoe off the shelf?
No. We definitely recommend a good shoe, some good brands, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, something with some support that's going to last you as well. So anything from like Athlete's Foot, Rebel, Intersport, anything where you're going to get a decent shoe.
If you go somewhere like that, they're going to fit you up with a good shoe. They're going to have, there are lots of different shoes. You walk in the shop, there's 1,000 shoes on the wall. If you get someone who's good at that footwear retailer, they'll be able to fit you up with something really, really good. But I think that's the number one problem I see with people. When they try to start running, they get some worn out old shoe that's in the cupboard full of spiders and frogs, and they try and wear it and they get a sore foot. So now you talked about gear. You've got a fancy watch there as well.
Yep, my Garmin Forerunner.
So that gear can be helpful. It's not absolutely mandatory if it's the first time you're running, but good footwear and getting the gear is really helpful. Now the next step is to pace yourself. So if you've never run before, you want to pace yourself gradually. Now there are events like the Mackay Marina run coming up, so there's a 5k run which we're all going to do, except Gracie who's going to do the 8k because she's a high achiever. But we're gonna be doing that, and that's a good thing to aim for. So it's 4th of June, that one's coming up, so you can start training now and you'll be ready to roll. What advice would you give, Gracie, with pacing yourself when it comes to, if you've never run before, if you're going proper couch to 5k, what would your first tips be with that?
For me, learning how to do 5k, definitely just research. I found walk-run approach was the best. And a lot of like interval training, and so like not even necessarily starting out doing 5ks, just like a 1k, 2k, or even downloading apps like the Couch to 5k to help out a bit.
They're so great.
Necessary.
They basically tell you what you set your current, where you're starting from, which is if it's nothing, you start from there and you can build really, really gradually. I think the thing about getting yourself from the couch to 5Ks is there's various different things you've got to build. You've got to build your cardiovascular fitness, you've got to build your muscular strength and endurance, and then you've got to build your body's ability to handle extra tissue stress. So if you push it too hard, your fitness will go up quite quickly, but you're very likely to get injuries if you haven't been putting your body through its paces. So the third tip is to warm up and warm down. So Gracie, do you have any good ideas of what that could be on a practical level?
Yeah, so warm-ups can be pretty basic. It can be just as simple, just a walk for 5 minutes before you start running. You can do stuff like squats, anything to try and warm up your muscles as much as you can before you start running, because then you risk injuring yourself if you don't warm up those muscles before the run.
Yeah, definitely helps with that soreness as well later on if you kind of just ramp yourself up and then down, particularly if you're not in good condition. Yeah. Okay, our 4th tip is to get help early. So as podiatrists, we are helping people with foot and lower leg problems. It is really important, the sooner we catch a problem and deal with it, the better. So for someone who's going from 0 to 5Ks, what are the kind of injuries you would see mostly, Gracie?
Plantar fasciitis, Achilles injuries, shin splints, forefoot pain, calf tears, all sorts of things.
Lots of things. And I think the thing is, if it's just starting, so when it comes to plantar fasciitis, if you haven't heard of that, you're lucky. If you've heard of it, if you know what it is, it's very painful. It's a pain under the arch or under the heel. And if we can catch that the day or the week that it's happened, it's quite easy to turn it around again. If you've been limping around for 2 months with it, it's not impossible to fix. It just takes a few months to get better. So if you're on the warpath, you're gonna win this race in June. If you've got a pain, come and see us soon, and we'll get you back on track early. Now the 5th tip, Gracie, to have fun.
Have fun.
So it's as silly as that sounds. The more you enjoy something, the more likely you are to stick with it. So I know yourself and one of our other podiatrists, Kate, have been hitting the local park run, which is, that's fun, right?
Yeah, running with friends and family as well, trying to crack PBs.
Yeah.
Sometimes at park run they'll have Zupa Dupas, so that's a good...
Oh man. That's very fun.
Yeah.
Super Dupers. Add that to any event and it's extra fun. The other thing with having fun is just setting goals that are realistic for yourself. If you've not run for a while or never run at all, don't expect to break a world record. But if you're doing something that you enjoy, you find that fitness and that it's a great thing to add into your life. And if you give yourself enough time, you'll enjoy the process a lot more. Well, I reckon that's enough from us today, Gracie. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks for watching. Hopefully it's been helpful. If you're having any trouble with your running, training and preparing for any of the runs in this running season, let us know. We'd love to help, and we've got lots of tricks to fix the kind of things that could really slow you down or cause you problems. So we look forward to seeing you if you need that help. Bye.